Are you drowning in a sea of sticky notes and forgotten tasks, feeling like your business is running you? I get it. But what if one simple shift could calm the chaos and give you back control, maybe even hours each week? So stay with me. You know that feeling of being overwhelmed by a never-ending to-do list. It's a huge problem for many small business owners. It kills your focus, makes you less efficient, and can totally drain your energy. Well, today we're going to tackle that daily task monster head on. We're not talking about complicated theories. We're talking about getting your tasks organized so you can actually get things done and grow your business. Let's be real. When your tasks are scattered everywhere, a note here, an email there, a thought in your head, it's almost impossible to feel in control. You start your day maybe with a cup of coffee like I do, looking at what you think needs to be done. But then things pop up, right? You get that client that has an urgent issue, or a new idea strikes, or you just plain forget something important. That's life, and it happens. But when you don't have a central place to manage all of this, you waste so much time trying to remember what to do next. This means you might miss deadlines, projects take longer, and you can't serve your clients as well as you want to. It's like trying to build that house without a blueprint. You might get a wall up, but is it in the right place? I know I used to think I could keep it all in my head or a few sticky notes were enough, but as my business grew, that just led to more stress. The real shift came when I realized that trying to remember everything was the problem. I needed a system. So here's the first big idea. Your brain is for having ideas, not holding them. You need one reliable place outside of your head where every task lives. This isn't about being rigid. It's about creating clarity so you can be flexible when you need to be, without dropping the ball. Think about it. How much brain power are you using right now just trying to keep track of things? And what if you could free that up? Okay, so I'm hoping you understand that you need a system, but maybe you're like many business owners that I talk to. You're still relying on those sticky notes, or maybe a paper to-do list that gets lost, or even your email inbox is just as a task list. The problem with these old ways is they're not dynamic. They don't give you the big picture. And they're extremely hard to share if you have a team. And let's be honest, sticky notes lose their stick. For me, the game changed when I started exploring online project management tools. Now, don't let that phrase scare you. Some people hear project management system and think it's going to be some super complex software that takes weeks to learn. But what I started using is something that can actually simplify my day. Imagine a place where every task, every project, and every deadline for your business is neatly organized and visible at a glance. Here's the thing, moving your task management online to a dedicated tool is like upgrading from paper map to a GPS. It doesn't tell you where you need to go, it helps you see the whole journey, adjust changes, and make sure you reach your destination, which is getting more done with less stress. So what kind of tool am I talking about? There's many out there, but I want to show you the kind of features that make a huge difference. Okay, so we know we need a digital system, but how does that actually make your chaotic day easier? Let me share a real example. This is the one system that I recommend to many small business owners, and it's called ClickUp. When I first started looking for a tool, I needed something visual, simple, and flexible. ClickUp can be like a digital whiteboard for you with sticky notes that you can move around, or you can have everything in a list format, whatever is easier for you. My favorite feature, and the one that made it all click for me, is the board view. If you've not seen this before, imagine 3 simple columns. On the left, you have a column called To Do, and this is where every new task goes, big or small. In the middle, you have a column for In Progress. These are the tasks that you're actively working on. And on the right, you have the Complete column. And guess what? Those are for the items that are actually complete. So let's say I have a client project. We'll call it website design for client X. That would be a card on my to-do list. Under that card, I can add a checklist like draft the homepage, design logo mockup, client review call. And when I start working on that homepage, I drag that main card from to do to in progress. As I finish off checklist items, I tick them off. Once everything is done and the client is happy, that whole card moves to complete. Before this, tasks for different clients and my own business were all jumbled together. I'd have one client emergency pop up and it would throw off my whole mental list for that other client. And with ClickUp, if that client emergency with their website comes up, I can quickly create a new card for it and pop it in progress and visually see how it fits with other priorities. That way, nothing gets forgotten. It's so easy for me or anyone on my team to look at the board and know instantly what's outstanding for any project. There's no more guessing, no more what was I supposed to do next. A visual system like that isn't just about listing tasks. It's about understanding your workflow and spotting the bottlenecks. It's going to give you clarity and control. You can then see what you've achieved, what's happening now, and what's coming up. This is the kind of simplicity that makes a massive difference, especially when you're a solo business owner or have a small team. Now you might be thinking, okay, ClickUp looks cool, but setting up a new system sounds like a lot of work. Or maybe you've tried tools before and they felt too complicated. Here's the thing though, you don't need to overcomplicate it. The beauty of tools like ClickUp is that you can start incredibly simple. You don't need a dozen columns or hundreds of labels on day one. Just use those 3 basic columns that we talked about, the To Do, In Progress, and Complete. That's it. Then your first step is just to brain dump every single task you can think of in that to-do column. Like your business tasks, your personal reminders that affect your workday, everything. Get it out of your head and into the system. Then pick 1 to 3 things and move those into in progress. This simple act will immediately make you feel more in control. And the best part, using a system like this consistently means that you're providing a better service for your clients. They get clearer updates because you are clearer on your progress. And then, guess what? You achieve your business goals even faster. Imagine what a more organized day would look like for you. Would it mean that you can finally spend more time on that hobby you love or be more present with your family? For me, having more time in my day means that I can spend more quality time with my family. So I highly recommend taking a look at ClickUp or a similar platform. It works great for solo business owners, and it's fantastic if you ever plan to grow a team. So my question for you today is, how do you currently track tasks that you need to complete in your business? Are you already using an online platform, or are you stuck in sticky note land? Just let me know in the comments below. And if you found this helpful and want more practical tips and systems to help grow your small business to get more customers and increase your profits, make sure you hit the subscribe button. So you remember that feeling of drowning in tasks that we talked about in the beginning? Well, by putting a simple system in place like the ClickUp method that we explored, you can trade that chaos for clarity.